Have you ever wondered why we resemble our parents or why a cat gives birth to a cat and not a dog? This is where our journey begins, diving into the microscopic world of DNA, or deoxyribonucleic acid. DNA is our biological master plan, the genetic material that carries the instructions used in the growth, development, functioning, and reproduction of all known living organisms. Picture this. Imagine DNA as an architect's blueprint, a detailed guide that determines how we are built. From the color of our eyes to the shape of our nose, even to some aspects of our behavior, DNA holds the design for it all. It's the reason why roses are red, why birds can fly, and why we humans walk on two legs. So, the next time you look into the mirror and see your mother's smile, or your father's eyes looking back at you, remember it's all because of DNA. In short, DNA is the reason why we are who we are. Now imagine DNA as a twisted ladder, where each step represents a pair of genetic instructions. Welcome to the world of deoxyribonucleic acid, commonly known as DNA. This microscopic marvel is nothing short of a masterpiece of nature's design, a complex yet beautifully structured molecule that carries the blueprint of life. Let's break down this structure into simpler terms, shall we? Picture a spiraling staircase, or to be more precise, a double helix. This is the structure of DNA. It's like two strands of pearls twisted around each other, where each pearl represents a nucleotide. But what is a nucleotide? It's the basic building block of DNA made up of three components: a sugar, a phosphate, and a base. The sugar and the phosphate form the backbone of the DNA ladder, while the base is like the step that connects the two strands. Now here's where it gets interesting. There are four different types of bases: adenine, thymine, guanine, and cytosine, fondly referred to as A, T, G, and C. But these aren't just randomly thrown together. Oh no, they have a very specific way of pairing up. Adenine always pairs with thymine and guanine with cytosine. It's a bit like a dance, where A always chooses T as its partner and G always chooses C. This precise pairing, known as base pairing, is crucial to the structure of DNA. It's what allows DNA to replicate itself accurately. When a cell divides, the two strands of DNA separate, and each strand serves as a template for building a new partner strand. The A's line up with T's and the G's with C's, ensuring that the new DNA molecule is an exact copy of the original. By now you might be marveling at the sheer elegance and complexity of DNA, and you would be right to do so. It's a testament to the intricacy of life, a code written in the language of molecules. So, DNA is a complex, beautifully structured molecule that carries the code of life in its sequence of bases. But how does this ladder work exactly? Well, the primary role of DNA in the body is to provide instructions. Think of it as the ultimate recipe book for life. Its main dish, proteins. Here's how the magic happens. The sequence of bases in a DNA molecule codes for the sequence of amino acids in a protein. These amino acids then fold into a specific shape to perform a specific function. Let's say our DNA is spelling out the recipe for a cake. The different bases are like the different ingredients. The order in which they appear in the recipe, or the DNA sequence, determines what kind of cake or protein you'll end up with. And just as a cake has a specific shape and taste, a protein has a specific form and function. Each protein is a tiny worker bee, buzzing away to keep our bodies functioning at their best. In essence, DNA is the instruction manual for building and operating every living thing. So, what have we learned about DNA? Well, let's take a moment to summarize the marvels of this microscopic wonder. DNA, or deoxyribonucleic acid, is nothing short of the blueprint of life. It's the master plan that dictates every aspect of an organism, from its coloration to its ability to fly, breathe underwater, or even photosynthesize. We've also delved into the double helix structure of DNA, a twisted ladder held together by base pairing rules. These rules ensure that adenine always pairs with thymine and guanine with cytosine, maintaining the integrity of the genetic code across billions of cells and countless generations. Moreover, we've explored how DNA is not just a blueprint, but a dynamic factory, tirelessly working to synthesize proteins, the building blocks of life. This continual process is what keeps us alive, growing, and adapting to our environment. Remember, every time you look in the mirror, you're seeing the incredible work of your DNA. It's the reason you are uniquely you.